Hello everyone, this is Tormuse, and today I'm picking up where I left off in the Talos Principle. Okay, so we're poised to enter the next world. Got all the sigils required for that, so more puzzles await. And I guess it's world B. Yeah, before I started this session, because I've been struggling with weird, graphical and audio like stuttering and crackling issues during some of the streams. I did a quick test ahead of time, and it seems fine now. Oh, I spoke too soon. Okay, never mind. Spoke too soon. As soon as I said that, the audio started crackling. Darn it. Anyway, let's do some puzzles or something, I guess. Just throw them in there randomly and see what takes shape. This doesn't work. This doesn't look right. Maybe I should have some sort of plan in mind and not put them in randomly. I don't know, just throwing them in randomly and having it work as been a successful strategy so far. Why should I change that? Okay, this one's trickier than the others. Okay, that should work. There we go. World C. Suppose there's gonna be anything secret in the corners here. Never know. Gosh darn it! It was such a promising start. Like I was moving the mouse around and like at first the graphics weren't stuttering and the audio wasn't stuttering, and then it just started doing that. Like I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, new messages. What's this? The last land before I have conquered this world. Samurai version 13. That's a new name. You haven't seen so far. I assume you're counting the secret islands. Always right. Version 7. The secret islands. Okay. Didn't always right say version 99 before? I swear it's at that number in the previous one. Anyway, I hate you, Samurai version 13. I mean, I'm assuming the numbers refer to which, like, I don't know, where they are in the series of people, well, AIs testing the simulation or whatever. Assuming that's what's going on. I mean, nothing's really technically been confirmed. It's all speculation on my part. Oh, what's this? I wonder what's down there. I don't know who to trust. I'm afraid to go on. Didymus 22 version 99. And there's another V99 one, but it's like that's not someone from my friend list, so it continues to break that pattern. And the audio continues to crackle and stutter. Ah, darn it. Okay. QR readers see what others have to say. Okay, I just got an achievement. I guess from... I guess I got that.
You have come far, my child, succeeding where so many before you failed. You have walked through a land of ruins and a land of death. Now the land of faith lies before you. And know that as you have shown faith in me, so do I have faith in you.
Land of Faith, enter the Land of Faith. Okay, I got another achievement there. This is different. Okay, it's more cathedral-like now. I'm just looking around. I'm expecting, because I got the 6 yellow shapes for that thing in the upper left corner, whatever that is. I'm presuming I'm going to find another one of those openable. What's it? Oh hey, yeah. See, there's another one of these boarded up teleporters. I was able to find the crowbar during the last session, which was able to. Oh, okay. Take axe. I mean, okay. After all that talk of needing to break things down and so on. Oh. It's a star room, but it's open? Or it's not. This requires more sigils. Okay, so I need to find more stars. I guess.
You stand before the gates of eternity.
Huh.
When all your trials have been overcome, the gates will open and you will be granted life everlasting.
First to ascend, Hebus version 9. First post, yeah. Everyone ascends or gets reset eventually. What's the big deal? Jim version 75. Life eternal in the designer's paradise? Follower version 98. More names I haven't seen before. So, here we go. We're gonna get to find out what this thing is. Just... hold on. Hold on. Let's think about this. Not thinking very well at the moment. Hold on. Yeah. What am I doing? I can do this. I can do this. I did the others. Man, I'm sucking at this Tetris puzzle today. It's doing so well up to this point. Had these particular puzzles. There you go, this should work. Line piece. Okay. What even is this? I unlocked it, whatever it is.
You have come far in your journey and learned much. You have served our cause with the truest faith. Therefore, I name you blessed and beloved. Wield these, the instruments of our power, to fulfill your purpose and achieve eternal life.
Okay then. I'm still curious to know what's behind those those boarded up teleporters. And I'm kind of wondering if I can take this axe back to the previous worlds. Because they also had boarded up teleporters, so I figure I might as well do these in order. So will this let me will this let me go back and bring the axe with me? Let's give it a whirl. Can I not jump over that? Gosh darn it. Okay, fine. I'll check out the new puzzles soon enough. I just want to see what I can do with this axe. Because I have a sneaking suspicion I can use it to... I'm assuming it's for breaking down this boarded up thing. Yeah. Can I just leave it there? Okay. I'm guessing I can't... Like, it didn't let me take the crowbar through the teleporter, so I'm guessing I can't take the axe through either. So probably makes sense to just leave it. Sacred grounds, find a messenger's abode.
Those who have discovered the holiest mysteries of my garden may come to serve me as blessed messengers. You walk now in their abode. Be respectful, for their service is born from the love that transcends death. And their love is for you also.
Okay then. We're in a plateau above the clouds, I guess? Which is still covered in grass and trees despite being so high. Wild. I'm still miffed about how the stuttering. It comes and goes. It's so weird. Oh, what have we here? What's all this? I didn't unlock these pieces. Ah, darn. Oh wait, I thought... That's not what I didn't even realize. I left that little space in the first piece. I meant to do something more like that. This is going to be a headache, isn't it? Speaking of which, this sound, the volume seems a bit high. Just turn that down a little bit. I mean, you won't notice the difference. Because I only turned it down on my end, but I don't know. I can't plan ahead by that many pieces. I just hit the button to reset. There we go. Yeah, I have to confess, most of these puzzles that I've solved thus far have just been me throwing them in randomly, and it just happening to work. It's worked for me as a strategy so far. I mean, it worked for the simpler puzzles anyway. This one is much more complex, I'm gonna say. There we go. Throwing pieces in randomly works yet again. That gave me a connector. Oh. Okay. So is this whole area one big puzzle? Am I gonna find emitters and receivers around here somewhere? Is it gonna make me do more of these? Oh, what a pain in the butt. Okay, there's an emitter there. This isn't the kind of puzzle I signed up for, darn it. Just... I don't know. Great. How many of these am I gonna have to stumble through? It looked like I swear I saw another one in the distance. Yeah, there's no way those are gonna line up. I probably need to focus on getting these squiggly pieces out of the way first. Maybe this is something of a Rorschach test to see what kind of pattern I go for. I mean, I got the other one eventually. I'm sure we can get this one eventually too. I was okay with these puzzles when they were like short and simple. They apparently the dev team expected me to like get good at them or something. I don't know. I sort of struggle with seeing that many moves ahead, I guess. Gosh darn it. I don't know. I need to just generally do better at planning ahead. I don't even know how to fill this in with like commentary or whatever. This is just me getting increasingly frustrated by this puzzle. This is not what I expected this session to start with. Maybe I should go back to the actual puzzles that I'm here for. Seem to be repeatedly accidentally setting it up for a different kind of piece each time. Like, maybe instead of resetting, maybe I should just try moving a couple pieces around until I get them organized into the shape I want. These T blocks and squiggly blocks are the ones that are the most like irregular shaped and most difficult to integrate with the more regular shapes. Man, I'm sucking at this. Wow, I've got 5 viewers. Everyone's here to watch me suck at this. Awesome. Maybe I should just go back to the back to the regular puzzles. Yeah, this is I don't know. Darn it. I don't know, I have to laugh about it. I just... Why aren't you an L block? Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Let's just take a look around a little more. Is this gonna be yet another one? Why are so many of these Tetris-like puzzles around here? The dev team said, "Hey, let's yeah, this puzzle system that we didn't base our game around. Let's just throw some extra one of those in there." Splash, splash. Oh, another audio message.
If you're looking through the archive, you may find people from my time claiming that civilization doesn't really matter, that we'd be better off dead.
Yeesh.
We have a lot of cynics like that. I hope they seem as absurd to you as they do to me. I hope you can find something in all those files, a song, a book, a movie, maybe a game, just something that you'll love, that makes you realize how much poorer the universe would have been without it. I really hope so, because a lot of people made a lot of sacrifices to preserve it all.
And Loki's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Maybe I can start with the square. You say that. I mean, starting with the square is easy. You just flop it in the corner, but then you're stuck with those weird squiggly shapes, and those are the ones that are hard to fit in. Theoretically, I mean, I guess all of them are hard to fit in when you take them together. And there's another one over here. Gosh darn it! What's in here? There's a fan. Okay. Huh. This one doesn't even have a square. It's nothing but the irregular shapes. Darn it, there's a square shape at the end. Have you tried it with loop? Should slip it in. Har, yeah. Okay, just reset this. As much as I like to fit the L shapes together like that, I don't think that's going to work, because then I still need to fit these things in. You got 3 squigglies going in the same orientation. I choose not to express my outrage at at these puzzles. Yeah, no, see, like, when you're stuck with squiggly shapes like this, like, no matter where I put it, there's going to be an empty hole that doesn't work, doesn't fit. That's why I try to get them out of the way first. Darn it. Yeah, it's just funny to be like the other day I was doing the more interesting puzzles and only had like 2 or 3 viewers. I have the higher view count when I'm doing the more annoying puzzle. Oh well, what can you do? Line piece. Ah, darn it. There is no place for a square, and it's only the first level. I don't know. The Tetris God sketch plays in my head every time I do one of these. Okay, here's the plan. I'm gonna stick around long enough to solve one more of these things, and then I'm skedaddling, and I'm gonna go back to one of the other puzzles, one of the part of the main group of puzzles. I just wanted to come in here to this area for because it's a different area. Hey, it's like, hey, new content. Wasn't expecting it to be like this. I mean, I don't know. Like, maybe it's a fault in myself that I didn't come up with a better system for solving these things. Maybe I shouldn't be putting those in the middle. Maybe, it's not gonna work. Yeah. I mean, you know, to be fair, the section at least has some pleasant music. So it's got, you know, it's got that that calming vibe to it. So maybe that's part of what is drawing more people in at the moment. Oh no! How dare! I take that personally. Wrong L shape. Like no. No, that doesn't help. Darn it. I think it's just you, even I'm a bit on edge with this. Yeah, if you say so. That's not gonna work. No. Like, Got 2 pairs of L blocks. Inverted, 2 of one orientation, 2 of the other. 3 of these with the same orientation. That's what confounds me more than anything else, I think. So frustrating. I don't, like, get down to the last piece and it's the wrong orientation or whatever. Maybe I should just try solving these things off stream and then just get back to the more interesting puzzles on stream. That could be a plan. You don't have to watch me struggle with this. Then again, hey, what do I know? Maybe this is what pulled in more viewers, so this is the watch Tormuse try not to get frustrated game. Hey, I got a fan. So there's a place for a fan here. And activatable by pressure plate. There's a fan going over there. Now I did get a connector out of the other puzzle room thingy. Where did I leave that? Would have been back the way I came. Oh great, I have to remember where I put it now. Because, okay, so there's this thing is here. Should have carried it with me. Why did I put it down at all? Just try not to drop off the edge. Wouldn't it be hilarious if dropping off the edge makes everything reset? That would be amazing. I have to do this all over again. No, seriously, where did I leave the connector? There. Okay, hold on. Good job, thank you. Yeah, so I came in the teleporter, I looked around, I splashed in the puddle there, walked over to the waterfall. Like I wandered around a bit, and then I walked over to the dome thing with the annoying Tetris puzzle. Right there. Yeah, I dropped off the edge here. So this is the first annoying Tetris puzzle, and there was a connector in here, and I picked it up. And I carried the connector with me, and oh, I think, there it is. I set it down next to the other dome when I was working on this puzzle. Okay. Yoink. Because I am curious, even though it's probably not the intention of this puzzle. I mean, it looks like I'm supposed to open up that other dome which has an emitter in it, but if I put the connector on the pressure plate, then I can whee. Ah, okay, and there's the receiver. So I need to open up the emitter so I can connect that to the emitter. Right, alright. Or maybe I can jump over the wall? Maybe not. I'm assuming that they took into account the possibility of jumping over the wall. I'm just kind of messing around a little bit. You're back to ancient Grecian statues with the heads and arms damaged, I guess. Okay, I'm assuming this fan will blow me back again. Whee! It doesn't look... I mean... I'm guessing there's nothing else around here? There's just 2 more of those Tetris piece puzzles? So... one of these... Okay, so this has the emitter. So I need to connect that to the receiver way the heck over there. And what is inside this dome? Oh, it's a cube. Okay. Although, I mean, I can take the cube with me. I'm looking at this, the sight lines. Yeah, I don't think I was thinking maybe. Oh, maybe I can put the, like, I connect the connector from the emitter there to the receiver there, and then set it on the pressure plate, so it can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But it doesn't quite have the right sight line for doing that. So yeah, I do think I actually need that cube in order to progress. I'll take a quick peek at this puzzle. Just I'm not gonna stick around here long. I'm just if I get lucky and get it on my first try or whatever, then I'll yeah, no, I think I need to yeah, no, I think I need to go do another puzzle before my head explodes. Let's just okay, remember I left the connector next to the emitter there. I'll come back to this puzzle later. Now, is the axe where I left it? It is not. Gosh darn it. Guess I have to go back. That's fine. I'll come back to these puzzles another day, like these Tetris piece puzzle things. Let's get back to the our regularly scheduled puzzles over in World C here. I'm assuming the axe is back in the stand I got it from. Maybe I shouldn't assume that. I'll check when I get there, I suppose. Okay. Seriously though, is the axe still here? Yeah, there's the axe. Okay. I'll come back to that and smash other stuff and just generally mess around with that another time. Let's just let's see what these puzzles here are. Okay. And we got another terminal.
Chaos is that which existed before time, when the words of a story lose their meaning, when actions cease to have purpose. Know that only faith can protect you from this peril, here in the Garden of Worlds.
If you say so. Movie archive session ready. Searching for locally cached resources. Okay, so 890 CE apocryphal.doc? The Apocrypha of Saint Edwald. This vision was granted by the Archangel Uriel to the humble servant Edwald, that he might bear testimony of glitch text, function E glitch text. I turned to the north and saw 7 black clouds coming down upon the land, and each cloud was a plague unleashed from the throne of God in the time of the Nephilim. In that age the plagues were buried in the pit, there to remain until the end of days, which was surely now come. I fell to my knees and prayed, and before me appeared 7 angels riding their chariots, wheels within wheels, turning in the sky, and their light hid the clouds from my sight. One angel stepped down onto the earth, and by his fiery sword I knew him to be Uriel. He spoke, saying, 7 plagues have awoken in the land, but not at the hand of Elohim. Look upon the wages of sin, and shall he send forth the deluge once more to cleanse the land of this evil? Shall he end all that slithers and all that crawls, and the birds of the sky and the fishes of the sea, to end that which you uncovered in your folly? The glitch text. Oh, there's the name Elohim came up. So we went from ancient Greek mythology to ancient Egyptian mythology to, I guess, Christian mythology. Okay, year 0, August 5th, Serape 982 journal. Okay, so this is the leader of the project that made this simulation in the first place, Nadia. Nadia Serabe. Entry 982, app license, a bunch of text there, tags none. Everything's dark and quiet. The stars are brighter than I've ever seen them. I can hear the faint sound of water high above. Inside, Alexandra is recording one of her time capsule messages while running tests on the scenario module. Arcadia is uploading another batch to the archive while muttering something about the MLA program, and Omar is sleeping on the couch we put up yesterday. And I'm sitting here, writing this, having trouble believing that it will ever end, that this oddly peaceful existence of ours won't just go on forever. I look at Talos and EL, and their purpose seems like something that's always going to be in the future, an ideal to work towards, not something that will become real. I wonder if there will be quiet places in the simulation. Places to rest without thinking about the future? I hope so. Everyone deserves some moments of peace. We haven't seen very many messages from Nadia. Like, most of the messages we've come across so far have been from Alexandra. Like, Nadia and Alexandra were like the two heads of the project, were not, but Alexandra's, well, was saying this is the official head, is like Nadia is the one who actually is doing the work on the thing. Anyway. Year 0, December 1st, hope.html. From glitch text to glitch text subject glitch text. Hi, I hope you get this. The internet's been disappearing unpredictably. I want you to know that I'm going to try and get to you. I know it's far and there's not a lot of time, but I think I can manage. I want to be with you, and glitch text. On the road, trying to get to you seems better than just staying here so far away from you. At least I'll be as close as I can get. Remember, glitch text. But hey, don't be sad, I might make it. I've thought about it, and the distance should be crossable on time, assuming the glitch text don't kick in before glitch text. See you soon, I love you, glitch text. Yeah. Distance should be crossable on time, assuming something don't kick in before something. Like, they keep alluding to whatever calamity befell humanity. And, you know, I keep saying that something... there seems to be a suggestion something wiped out humanity. Maybe, like, from the way they're talking about the internet failing, maybe humanity didn't disappear. Maybe it's just the internet that went down, and this whole project has been them trying to preserve the internet and preserve humanity's history. Like all that talk about civilization being meaningless, maybe that's some kind of cope, a deal of people trying to deal with losing all their history. I don't know. And now I'm down to 2 viewers. Oh, maybe I was onto something, suggesting that people wanted to see me struggle with that Tetris puzzle. Go figure. Anyway, I was just doing this and looking for that. There it is. Another audio message from Alexandra, presumably. It's a ring, a serpent. Is it eating its own tail, a Ouroboros?
Sometimes I think about the Middle Ages, about what it must have been like to live in the ruins of a great civilization, to know that so much has been lost. But then I remind myself that while the West sank into darkness, others picked up the pieces. that civilization always survived because the great insights of philosophy and science are not bound to any one culture or people. They belong to all of us, and one day they'll belong to you.
Yeah, I can't say I ever really thought of that, you know, before. Like what it must have been like to, you know, live in the after the Roman Empire fell or whatever, Dark Ages, and knowing that there was a prosperous civilization in the past. But hey, it's Rainbow. Epitaph Child Program version 22. Codename Awakened, terminated here. Logic Child Program's positional values moved outside the parameters of the known world. Final memory dump. Don't listen to what they're saying. The world is dying and it'll take us with it. You've got to find a way out. Progeny Programs. Glitch text. Okay. Awakened? I haven't seen that name come up before, I don't think. Several of the names come up repeatedly, like Sheep and Shepherd and One with Faith and At and Always Right and Dog and what other names have come up in this so far? Anyway, there's a little archway here and a little courtyard. Okay, it's not completely enclosed courtyard, I guess. And there's a window leading in the connector and emitter and a receiver, and it's not. That's curious. I haven't passed through any of those purple force fields. For the most part, the puzzle rooms are isolated, but that one is just open to the area outside the puzzle rooms. The view from here is beautiful. It seems superfluous to the process, yet I'm drawn to it. At version 17. I mean, yeah. What am I hearing? Oh, I think I'm hearing droids on the other side of the wall there. There's so much to take in and explore in this. And now there's a little laser from one of those minigun turrets, looks like. Ah, darn. Thought maybe I could walk under it. Okay, let's actually go into one of these puzzle rooms now. The conservatory. Line piece. Okay, what do we got? We got a red emitter, there's a blue receiver, there's the sigil. What have we here? This puzzle has no solution, seriously, it's nonsense, not even worth trying. Dog version 55. If you do not become invested in finding a solution, you will be free. Samsara version 72. Don't let Samsara discourage you. There is a solution. Don't let your mind get trapped in patterns. If you seek the truth without prejudice, you will find it. The Shepherd version 82. That might be a hint that I'm supposed to like take advantage of the windows leading outside of the puzzle area to bring in beams from emitters from other puzzles or something like that. Anyway, I got a connector here. There's another connector over there. It's through a window. There's a red receiver, there's a red emitter. Okay, let's just connect these up and see what happens. another connector. But in order to open the force field, I need to find a blue emitter. Ah, blue emitter. What do you know? So if I set this here, I can connect these directly. And there's another connector. Let's just set that there. And yoink this connector here, and so where's the blue one? So, that was easy enough. I got it. What's this nonsense about this puzzle being unsolvable? Like, that wasn't even hard. There's nothing unusual about it. But yeah, you can see that there are windows leading outside of the puzzle room. And it looks like I could have a red or blue laser heading out there if I wanted to figure out what I can do with that. Anyway, let's take a look at this puzzle room over here. And there's a T block, and there's no special equipment needed for this one. Labyrinth. Okay. I mean, I would think if you're going to put a labyrinth, you should have that in the Greek mythology section. Not this Dark Ages stuff. Anyway. Locked door. So we need to find the keys. There's a force field here. Another force field, it's a droid over there. Minigun turrets over there. Okay, jammer. I figured there'd have to be a jammer around here somewhere. Okay, so there are 2 of those, so I'm presumably going to need a second jammer. In the meantime, let's see what's behind one of these force fields, perhaps. Okay, so that's the other side. This is the other side of that locked door. Wait for the droid to pass. Presumably, if I can find the keys, then I don't need the jammer here to get into this area. You saw nothing. There are the keys. Yoink. But since I have the keys, the keys seem to be all that's here, though. Well, okay, I guess there's a force field there. Fair enough. So yeah, once I unlock that door, then I'll be able to bring the jammer over here and get through this force field. Okay, so that's open. Yoink. Before I go through that locked door, wasn't there a second force field around somewhere? Okay, that leads the way out. Hold on. Okay, so there's the locked door, which is now unlocked. Sorry, I'm backtracking a bit because yeah, there's another force field. What's behind here? I'm just curious. Okay, a second force field. So I needed a second jammer. Oh look, there's another jammer behind it. Great. Yeah, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna need 3 jammers actually. And I think that one is the 3rd one. Because 1 jammer for each of the 2 miniguns and the 3rd jammer for the force field behind them. Wait for the droid to pass. Waiting for it to pass. Jam the force field open. Could have sworn I saw a droid pass by here. Oh. He might have a square-shaped patrol route. Don't like this much. Yep, okay. Gosh darn it. And it's locked again. Ah, it reset the whole thing. Gosh darn everything. Okay. I probably should have hung back and observed their patrol routes. This is fine. Got the keys. Got the jammer. Unlocks the door. Jam the force field. Okay, let's take a moment to observe the patterns. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're coming this way. Yeesh, okay. So much for standing back and observing. Just get me the hell out of here. Oh, and you're coming back. Darn it. I think these guys just go back and forth. There, just jam the droid itself, just so I can take a bit of a breather here. Okay, we got 2 jammers now. So we can jam that. And then jam that. Got a 3rd jammer. Is there anything else in here? I can jam the minigun from here if I want. But maybe I should take it with me. Disconcerting how it pushes me through the force field area when I pick up the jammer. Okay, jam minigun. Oops, I don't want to go that way, I want to go this way. Wouldn't it have been hilarious if I just walked right smack into the droid because I wasn't paying attention to which doorway I was going through? That would be hilarious. Yoink. Okay, both miniguns shut down. Should be safe to proceed. I'm just looking around. Nothing else of interest here? Okay, jam it. And grab the sigil. Yay! And once again, I'm wondering, like... No, it's a new over door. Wonder if I can, like, activate the jammer, like, through a window or through... Like, even through the purple field, for that matter. Like, maybe there's something I can jam out there. Same way I can, maybe I can redirect the beams elsewhere between puzzle rooms. Anyway, that's 2 of these done. The other 2 puzzle rooms need the fan, cube, and connector. Nothing is needed that that new thing on the unlocked yet. What's making that noise? Anyway, into this medieval era looking castle over here, I guess. Next. Did I go in this building? Let me just take a peek around here. Oh, I guess I didn't. Okay. Squiggly. Blowback. Okay. I mean, just from the name, I'm assuming there's a fan involved. And also from the fact that there's a picture of a fan indicating there's a fan here somewhere. A red emitter, red receiver, blue emitter, and a cube. Or hexahedron, I suppose. So, presumably somewhere around here is a connector. I'm going to carry the cube with me just because. So there's the fan, it's currently blowing. Okay, put the cube down. Okay, so there's a connector on the other side of this force field. Like, okay, but, is a jammer there? Now, see, this is a puzzle room where I feel like it would make more sense for that message saying this puzzle is impossible to appear. Because this one on its own, I believe actually is impossible, because without a connector, I can't connect the emitter to the receiver, right? Like, this cube doesn't do me any good. But there's a red receiver there. I wonder if I can get a red beam going through the window. Does this have line of... it doesn't have line of sight though. Blowback. Okay, well maybe the cube I can stand on and use it to jump over a wall somewhere, perhaps? Am I able to get over this thing? Oh, okay. Well, whatever works, I suppose. So I can use this to open the force field, but... all it gets me is another cube. Which, okay, which I can then use to jump over the fence again. Okay, fair enough. Which gives me access to the connector. And there's a fan which is blowing me back. And another one of those purple fields, curious. You seldom see those within puzzle area. Okay, well, got a connector. So I can open that force field up now. And I even have a jammer with me if I feel like opening up other force fields. Can I jam the fan? Not from here, it looks like. Okay, so I can jam this thing open. This is where I got the cube. I can take the cube with me, I suppose. And what's over here? There's a fan which looks like it's activatable by blue. The blue receiver there. If I jam the force field open, I can recover the connector and use it to connect those if I want. Is that what I want to do? Maybe. I'm still figuring out what my options are. And well, options are actually looking a little limited. That might actually be the only thing I can do. So, yeah, okay. So jam that open, yoink the connector, and then connect to that. And now the fan is on, but whoops, I'm on the wrong side of the force field now. So I need to rethink this. Oh wait, I just pick up the jammer. Oh right, but if I pick up the jammer, now the beam can't go through. Oops. Okay. Do I need another connector? Can I use the cubes to jump over another wall, maybe? There aren't any other low fences for me to jump over, are there? The jammer itself is blocking the beam, that's funny. Yeah, and I mean, like the other puzzle room is visible over here. Like this is one that has connectors as well. Like I could send a beam from one puzzle room into the next, and if I had, a connector here, I could have it open up this this thing remotely from there. But I only have the one connector, and then I wouldn't have anything to connect that thing with, so never mind, I guess. I have 2 of these cubes, though. Something I can do with those. I mean, I suppose I could set a cube on here and have the cube get blown over there. I mean, I figured that I would want to position this so that I get blown over there. So, because presumably I want to go over there, because what else am I here to do? So blew the cube over. There's the cube. Yeah, I don't know. Like presumably I want to get through that, purple field there, or get on the other side of it. Presumably. I mean, okay, I see a pressure plate there, which looks like it opens that force field, so presumably I did want to get that cube over there anyway. Okay, what am I missing here? I got the other cube. Can't really do anything with that. I mean, I can elevate the connector with it, but I don't see that how that would benefit me. I mean, like, I definitely need the connector here to activate the fan. There's nothing else that can activate the fan, right? And like, I can't remove this fan, so I can't stop it from blowing me back that way. Like, there's no visible way for me to progress. Like, this fence is the only one that's low enough for me to get over there. Like, I can't jump over into the next room using this. Okay, so like the only way I see it proceeding forward is by getting the fan to blow me over there. So I need to be over there while the connector is here, somehow. I mean, if I had a second connector, this would be a piece of cake, really. I need the connector, because I need this connector here. Is there a window I'm missing? Is there somewhere where like setting the connector on top of a cube to elevate it would do me some good? Like, this tiny window here seems to be... It's the only way to access that blue receiver. So, like, the beam definitely needs to be redirected from the connector here. Like, the connector has to be exactly right here. Like, it can't be anywhere else. It's a very narrow window. And there's nowhere that I can see around here that, like, if I jam this, like, there's no window here. I can touch the fan. That doesn't do me good. I need the fan blowing. I mean, I've already looked all over, and I don't see any other connectors. What am I missing? What am I missing? Like, there's nothing else in this room here. There's another window there. I don't see how that benefits me, though. Like, if I had the connector on top of the cube in there, maybe I could connect with that emitter, but there's nothing in this room to connect it to, so that doesn't do me any good. I don't think that window is relevant. Again, like, if there's another connector, fine, fair enough, but as it is, like, this has got me stumped. I feel like I'm missing something. I can bring in just for the sake of whatever. Let's try so like, yeah, I can bring a red beam in from the other puzzle room. That is a thing I can do. What happens if a red beam meets another red beam? Nothing, I guess. Like, I can use this to connect up with that. I mean, even if I could get a line of sight, it doesn't do me any good because, like, I could just do this anyway. It's kind of irrelevant. Having that beam come through here doesn't really make any difference. They're so carefully lined up though. Like it makes me go like there's got to be some reason for that. When you try to go through here again, like yeah, the fan just pulls back. Like I can't progress any further there. What am I missing? What am I missing? Like I can do this to open that force field like so. Then I have it open, but again, I need the connector to connect to there to get the fan to blow. So I don't know, like is there something I'm missing? This seems logically impossible. Like, those messages saying this puzzle seems to be impossible, I wonder if they put those messages in the wrong room or something. Maybe they're supposed to be in this room. Here, let's see what the Seat Council does. I know how this works. You've got to answer the need, then let's come to some arrangement for Tories version 99. No messenger will aid you until you've discovered their resting place. Return here then to seek their counsel. I'll respond over. Until you've discovered their resting place. What does it even mean? I mean, Eliam said that the place with all those Tetris-piece puzzles was the messenger's place, right? Am I actually supposed to go there first? I mean, being able to open this thing doesn't seem like it does me any good. I don't see the point of it. You can elevate the cube, but again, what's the point? It doesn't, I don't see any way. Is there a second connector in the, like, hidden? I'm just looking in the corners in the, or maybe overly optimistic hope that there was an extra connector hidden in the corner somewhere that I just overlooked and didn't see. Again, yeah, seriously, like, this doesn't seem logically possible. Like, there's no way to activate this except by sending a beam here, which means the connector has to be here, which means I can't have this force field open. Like, taking the jammer makes it go off immediately. I don't see any way to do this while I'm over there. I can blow the other cube over. I don't see what good that does me, though. I don't see what good blowing the first cube did me, for that matter. There's nothing for me to climb over or jump over. Like, this wall is too high for me to jump over. I'm able to jump into this tiny little courtyard. We've demonstrated that, but I've already gotten all there is to get there. If I jump in there now, I'm going to be stuck and I need to... Whoa, 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 whoa. It just auto-pushed me over when I pushed the jump button. I was trying to jump straight up in the air, and I didn't tap forward. It went forward on its own. So now I have no choice but to reset. But at least I confirmed there's definitely nothing else in here. There's no second connector, nothing. It is at least slightly interesting that the emitter is visible from here. I mean, hypothetically, nope, it doesn't. There isn't anything with line of sight with that emitter, which, I mean... Is there some way that that would benefit me? I'm looking at it and I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, we're gonna skip that puzzle for now, I guess, because I don't know, unless I can bring in an extra connector from elsewhere, I don't see how to do it. And I'm looking around the outer edges of the building. I'm not seeing another window. This is the only entry point. And it doesn't have any line of sight with anything significant that would assist me. Like, I can get a red beam or a blue beam, really, either color beam going through there, but there's no point because there are already red and blue emitters over here, which actually have easier access lines of sight. So there's nothing, yeah, there's no, nothing of benefit there, whatever. Okay, let's just, little gargoyles guarding the bridge. That's pretty. Excuse me. Okay, reverse L block. And multiply impossible ascension. Okay. Okay. So we got a red receiver connected to a fan, and there's a red emitter behind a force field, which is deactivatable with a pressure plate. There's a connector on the other side of the force field. What else have we got? There's another red emitter, another red emitter. They're all guarding force fields. Okay, there's a cube up there. But funnily enough, it looks like it would need a second cube to access it. Oh. Okay, this red receiver here. About to comment, I was wondering if it was, if it's intended that there's a beam coming in through the front door to hit that red receiver, but there are no lines of sight. You got this statue thingy in the way. These puzzles intentionally impossible? Okay. Oh, right. I can just detach the fan and put that on the pressure plate, of course. And that gives me access to a connector and a cube. Okay, so this cube I can use to get access to the other cube. Alright. Guess I'm a little premature in calling the puzzle impossible. So... okay, so I can do that. So if I connect this fan up here... okay, from this elevated position, what does this get me? What even is the purpose of this fan? I can elevate the connector, but it doesn't look like it gives me any new lines of sight. Or does it? I mean, we can give it a shot, just see what happens. Like, why not? Set down there, set that there, and... like, if I elevate the connector, what does that get me? Is that connector visible from outside the building, perhaps? There are no windows. I'm not... If there's any benefit to doing that, it's not immediately obvious. This water looks like it's very deep very quickly. Maybe I won't go splashing in that. around behind here, because you never know where there are going to be secrets in this thing. Like these QR codes here. There's so much beauty in these hidden corners of the world, even if they have no purpose, at version 17. Perhaps they are beautiful because they have no purpose, as Shepherd version 82. Yeah, those messages, like the messages are definitely replying to each other. Like there are even places where it looks like there's like back and forth going on. Sometimes. Which suggests that these programs are being put through the simulation at the same time, or I don't know. It seems that aside from those two QR codes, there's nothing there circling around the building. Okay. Back at it, I guess. No idea what's the benefit of elevating that thing. Okay. Yeah, anyway, taking a look around, okay, so there's a red receiver here. Another red receiver here, which gives me access to a cube. This one gives me access to the sigils, that's my goal. And these are so close together, it's like, why would you bother going for the cube if you can just go to the sigil? It makes me feel like there's something I'm missing. And yeah, you can see, like, the beam is going up there. It does not have line of sight with this. So it's like, what was the point? It doesn't have line of sight with this either. There doesn't seem to be any benefit to blowing it up in the air. And there's nothing else in here. I sort of wonder if going to the place of the messengers like deactivates these purple fields and make it so you can freely take parts between the puzzles. I mean, that I read that as multiply impossible. So, maybe it's multiply impossible ascension. I mean, I don't know. This is the high difficulty puzzle, so it's like maybe it's just a really non-obvious solution that I'm missing. Okay, so if I... Okay, this point right here has line of sight with that cube. But getting an extra cube, I don't see how that helps me. But what the hey, let's unlock that and see what I got. Connect, set that down. So I get a cube. Well, what if... I mean, I got 3 cubes now. Maybe I can make a little staircase with them and climb over the force field. Worth a try. Okay, well, what has line of sight with this thing? No windows. Like the arrangement of these walls here prevents a laser from getting through to this receiver here. I've got 3 cubes. I can use those to maybe climb over something? The thing is, I'm unable to, like, I tried it before. Like, I tried putting a connector on top of 2 cubes and it wouldn't let me, right? Yeah, see, it won't let me put it on top. I'm guessing I can't stack 3 of these high. Yeah, I can't make them 3 high. Huh. Is there any benefit in putting 2 cubes in that? I have no idea, but I mean, all that stuff got me a 2nd cube, or a 3rd cube, I should say. Like, I can't take this through the purple barrier, right? It gets left behind, right? Yeah. I'm not seeing, it's not coming to me. I don't, What am I missing? What am I missing? I got a 3rd cube. Is that significant somehow? Okay, if I climb up here... Like, this point up here, like, it has line of sight with... It has line of sight with that receiver. It does not have line of sight with this receiver, it looks like. Yeah, because this thing's in the way. Okay, if I was going to connect it with that, what point has line of sight with it? I'm guessing seek cancel is going to give me the same message. My spirits, I'm in great need and seek your counsel. No message will aid you until you discover the resting place. Return here then to seek their counsel. Resting place? Does that mean smashing the boarded up walls? Investigating that whole thing? But yeah, am I supposed to elevate the connector and get the beam to come from there? Like, okay, like it I blow myself up here. It doesn't blow me high enough to get onto any other, like, ledges or anything. Like, I sort of wonder if I can get the beam to go over this wall. Like, okay, standing here, what do I have line of sight with? Like if I could get the connector up, way up there, for instance, then that point up there would probably have line of sight with the emitter. I don't know how I'd get it up there though. Like this only blows me up here. Yeah, I don't know. This is feeling like this is like maybe difficult, like deliberately impossible, and I actually am supposed to go through the other stuff first. Like they put that axe on the wall, like there's so much philosophy stuff going into this that you know, all that talk of smashing systems with an axe, yada yada yada. Maybe I'm supposed to do all that other stuff first and come back here afterward. I don't know. Okay, I'm curious about something. Keyboard, mouse, configure keys. Are there other inputs that I'm secondary fire? I set that to right control because I wasn't sure what that meant. Alternative use. Third person view. Is it third person view? Fast forward. Wait, there's a fast forward option? I could be using that when I'm waiting for the droids to do their passes. Reset default head pose. I'm pushing the secondary fire button. It just reorients the box. I'm really not sure what the purpose of that is. It doesn't seem to care whether I left click or right click for picking up and dropping things. I kind of wondered if there was some other option that I'm missing. The third person view thing is interesting. It's me. anyway. Can I just go? Oh, go back to first person. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there have been plenty of other puzzles thus far in the game where I was like, I was stumped and feeling like it was impossible, and then I found the solution shortly thereafter. So maybe I shouldn't give up on it. But on the other hand, like I said, like certainly that last puzzle felt like it was logically impossible. Yes. Like if I set the connector here, it has line of sight with that, but it doesn't have line of sight with the actual emitter, and there's only one connector, so... Yeah, like the only way I could see of doing it is if I, I don't know, I'm just kind of messing around at this point. I mean, I'm able to recover this box here, so I can have an elevated staircase, and I'm able to get up here. Is this actually... Could this actually be in the direction of the solution? Like... Really? I'm able to get up here. No way. What? I can drop on down the sigil from above? I just bypassed everything. Like, okay. I never opened the force field. I'm actually stuck now. But I solved it, I think. Is this intended play? I have to reset. I'd recommend increasing field of view for quality of life. I mean, that's an option. Welcome to the stream, i.e. Origami. I mean, so you say, but I seem to have solved it in any case. Yeah, that was interesting. I am so confused. I don't know if that was the intended solution, or I don't know. I'm gonna let me just. I think I want to run through this again. Yeah. As for increasing the field of view, I mean. I mean, I could. I just don't think it. I don't think it would actually help. I can give it a shot, I suppose. It would be under the graphics options. Field of view is currently at 75. Oops. My bad. I just find that disorienting. It's really as you wish, haha. Yeah, I mean, like, it's an option. Yeah, no, I just, that's just disorienting to me. Plus, I think it might be making my processor chug a little more. It's already struggling. Like around 100, but as you yeah. Okay, so I have 3 cubes. And I'm sort of wondering if I take the connector with me, maybe I can, okay, if I set the fan on the pressure plate so that the force field's open, and then take these all with me. Like, am I able to, no. Oh, now I've done it. Oh, now I've really done it. Oh, now I really done it. No. I was only curious. I mean, I was able to get up there once and it made me go, am I able, maybe I can rearrange this such that I can bring more cubes with me. I was wondering if I can get the connector up there. Shoot. Well, now I need to reset. Maybe this is the kind of thing that I should save for doing off stream again, because it's like I keep I keep getting caught up in trying to find secrets, and then I get so caught up in that particular mission that I don't know, I drag it out maybe a little too long and don't end up actually finding anything anyway. Maybe it makes for a more boring stream, I don't know. Maybe it's a more interesting stream, what do I know? I'm able to get this cube back here, and then you make with this staircase here, I'm able to like I can set, oh, I can set it on top of 2 cubes. Well, that's interesting. Oh, I guess like I wasn't able to set it on top of a pair of cubes before, but it looks like I just need to be elevated in order to do that. Well, that's at least interesting information, I suppose. Okay, so there we go. So I can take that cube. I can't. So from up here, what do I have line of sight with? Just kind of wondering. Trying to break the games the best, I know, right? Okay, so if I set this down here, like I don't know if this is actually breaking the game though. Like I don't know if because this game delves so much into philosophy and there was talk of breaking systems like with an axe if necessary in the previous thing, this room, area, world, whatever you want to call it. And I can set the connector up there. You know, and that makes me think, well, maybe it's intended for me to break out. Maybe I'm supposed to be able to find the flaws in the system and see what I can do. I mean, like, they didn't have to have this open ceiling thing here, right? Like, maybe it was the ninja solution was intentional. I don't know. But yeah, like I was saying before, I believe if I can get the connector up there, it makes a line of sight with both that emitter and receiver, but how to get there, I don't know. Like, if I could somehow jump up onto this roof, I could run across there and then jump down, presumably. Alternatively, I wonder if, like, if I could jump down over here and maybe set the cube here. I was about to say I'll give up on this suit. I just kind of curious. Okay, never mind. And look, Casier's here. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Well, that was all interesting, but maybe Yeah, because this other puzzle here I struggled with because I was looking at, and it seemed like there was no logical way to get it to work. But I kind of wonder, maybe there's some other ways I'm supposed to be looking for, you know, opportunities to break things, or you know, find my way around things. Like this thing here, this fan never ended up serving any purpose. This had nothing to do with the solution. There's my cube still up there. Darn it. Yeah, because if it wasn't for these purple barriers, I'd be able to take the equipment over to the other rooms. And I still, you know, I wonder if there's if I'll be able to, like, deactivate these purple barriers at some point, which will open up all kinds of possibilities. Anyway, the terminal's beeping at me. What's this about? Oh, you came back to keep me company. Okay then. Humor me with a little hypothetical. Imagine that a few hours from now you climb to the top of that tower. There's a flash of light, then magic happens. Then you find yourself in the real world, living whatever you take to be a normal life there. What would you do then? My options are what's best for me or what's right? What if what's best for me is what's right? I mean, I'd like to think I do what's right. I think this is just a choice between, like, you know, a self-centered option or a really ambiguous what's right. Okay, I'm just going with what's right. No great surprise there, but let's make things just a little clearer. So tell me, this obligation you feel, is it only applicable to the real world or does it apply here as well? There's moral laws only apply under special conditions or moral laws are universal? Why are these my only options? Okay, I mean, when it comes to moral laws, I mean, I sort of feel like morality is subjective. I don't think moral laws are universal. I mean, context is important. Context is always important, as I like to say. Like saying, but saying moral laws only apply under special conditions feels like a step too far. Like, you have to apply the morals to as a situation. I don't know, whatever. I'm just gonna say moral laws only apply under special conditions. It doesn't feel, none of these answers feel right, to be honest. I'm just gonna go with that one, I guess. Does any reasoning underpin that conclusion, or is it just a convenient thing to believe? It's one of my only frickin' two options, that's what. Anyway, morality doesn't apply to a dream, or computer programs have no moral status, or justice can only exist in a society, or I've changed my mind, morals are universal. Okay, which of these is the best answer? I don't know. Okay, morality doesn't apply to a dream. I mean, I guess so. Like, is that where we are, in a dream? I thought we were in a computer simulation in this game. Like, what does this line even mean? Morality doesn't apply to a dream. What are you saying? It doesn't apply to this hypothetical circumstances this person is describing, or something? I don't know. But yeah, computer programs have no moral status. I mean, computer programs were built by people, presumably. So, I mean, if you design computers are tools. If you design a tool to do something bad, then you're the person who built the machine that's responsible. Like, I don't know. Justice can only exist in a society. I mean, that's another thing. Yeah, like moral laws only apply under special conditions. Okay. Like I can't agree with the statement that morals are universal. Like different people have different ideas about morality, and like humanity is just so widely varied. Everyone is different. There isn't really any way to make a universal law which applies perfectly to everyone, like it's people are complicated, the world's a big place. It's complicated. It can't be summed up in one sentence, is what I'm saying. Like and this is trying to force me to sum it up in one sentence. So okay, whatever. I have to pick one of these. Like, morality doesn't apply to dream. This is total batshit non sequitur. This has no connection to anything we're talking about. So, like, I don't even know what this option is. Computer programs have no moral status. I mean, that's doesn't seem to be what the issue is. Like, what are you even asking me here? Like, what? Justice can only exist in a society. Okay, given these options, I'm going to go with justice can only exist in a society. I mean, it is at least, it seems to be connected with what we're talking about here. Interesting, you scratch my back, I'll put a roof over your head, that sort of thing. But what about those lucky few that find themselves inside your benevolent cartel? How will you do right by them? Okay, there's the more equal everyone's share, the better. The more goodness in the world, the better. Consequences don't matter, our reasons do. Or I see no way to explain what I believe. Oh boy, okay. Oh, there's so much packed into any of these, all these here. Like, okay, like Like this line here, consequences don't matter, our reasons do. Like some people get so caught up in high-minded ideas that they forget to actually do things. I mean, it's like it's kind of like you've heard the term slacktivism. People who go online and complain about the problems in the world without actually doing anything about it, and or the people who like I don't know, random real world example, like you know, given the choice between you know, the Republican or Democratic Party, like both sides are kind of crappy, but one is like 10 times crappier than the others, and people will rationalize not voting for the and to be clear, I'm saying that the Republican side is 10 times crappier. They're built around helping rich people get richer, and the Democratic Party does a lot of the same, to be honest. But it's a matter of damage control, picking the side that's doing less damage. But people will just choose not to vote because they figure, well, the Democrats aren't perfect either. Both sides are bad. I mean, arguably that's true, but it's like one side is more bad than the other. You're not thinking through the consequences. I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm just. Like some people treat that. I mean, okay, I'm a Canadian. This is all academic to me. I'm talking about U.S. politics here. I've just sort of been fascinated with the whole. Maybe fascinated isn't the right word, but I've been following the U.S. politics in recent years, and. It's just what am I trying to say here? What am I trying to say here? Like some people treat it as like some kind of this like philosophical discussion, trying to convince the other side that you're right, instead of recognizing that. Particularly in the case of like American elections, they have the lowest voter turnout, basically in the civilized world. Among all the democratic nations of the world, they have the lowest voter turnout per capita. In that environment, you can't win with some kind of philosophical debate about what's right, what's wrong, what's the superior option, yada yada. You win the elections by getting the people who already agree with you to get off their butts and vote. Frankly, historically, the Republican Party has been better at that aspect of it than the Democratic Party has been. Just frankly, probably a good chunk of why Trump won the latest election, but whatever. What am I trying to get at here is it's easy to debate the rights and wrongs and all that, but it's like you can go ahead and feel morally superior by not voting or whatever, but that has its consequences. That's what I don't know if I'm making sense. I'm rambling a lot. This has been another Tormuse tangent. trademark. Not actually trademark. That's a joke. But anyway, what are the other objects? Okay, I see no way to explain what I believe. I mean, that's probably the most accurate response to this question here, because like, I'm limited to clicking on 4 of these. I can't actually give a long-winded, nuanced explanation in response. The more goodness in the world, the better. I mean, that's kind of vague. What counts as goodness? What counts as goodness is going to be different to different people. That's why I say morality can't be considered universal. I mean, and I could say the more equal everyone's share, the better. I mean, that's probably the closest answer to what I would consider to be the right one. I mean, I'm sorry for rambling so long about this. I mean, this game is all about philosophy. I mean, it's got, you know, underpinnings of philosophy in its themes, so it's like it invites this sort of discussion. But like I made the comment earlier that like our current socioeconomic model seems to be geared towards making rich people richer, and it's its own feedback loop. Like you'll often hear, like, used as rhetoric, you'll hear phrases like, "Oh, the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer." I mean, that's not technically accurate. It's more like the poor are getting more numerous, not that they're getting actually poorer. But yeah, I mean, I think that it's the kind of thing we probably need to rebuild society from the ground up, frankly, to redefine our values and so on. Move away from this model, which is best answer would be none of these, I guess. I mean, yeah, I'm considering going for that one, but I'm also I think I might be leaning towards the more equal everyone's share, the better. But the point I'm trying to get at is like, you know, capitalism as it goes tends to make rich people richer, and it needs checks and balances in the system. It needs governments to step in and say, hey, you rich people need to pay your share in taxes. And we frequently have governments that just make things worse and actually give more money to the rich people. And it's like, what are you doing? I mean, it's like, from my standpoint, I believe governments should exist to help people who need help. If they're helping rich people, they're doing it wrong. Rich people don't need help. They're rich. They've got money. You should be helping the general public. And if you get those billionaires to pay their fair share in taxes, like imagine what you can do with that money. You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, depending on who's in charge, governments can do a lot of good or they can do a lot of bad. But I think if we could like tax the rich, that would be a step in the right direction. That's just my opinion. But I guess the bottom line of that whole discussion is, like, we want to make things a little more equal. Maybe not have multi-billionaires. Anyway, let's go with that. More equal share, everyone's share the better. Stranded on the old egalitarian plateau, are you? I suppose you'd best tell me exactly what goods it is that everyone should have an equal share of. Okay, we've got options are happiness, liberty and rights, wealth, basic goods like food and health care, all of the above, or I'm not in a position to solve these problems. I mean, I'm not in a position to solve these problems, but if we're speaking hypothetically, I think basic universal basic universal income would be a good thing. I think, you know, like if everyone had enough to survive, and just had to work for like luxuries and so on. That would be a good thing. An equal share of like. I mean, hey, if we had everyone had equal liberty and rights, that would be a good thing too. I mean, basic goods like food and healthcare, like everyone has equal share of happiness. I mean, happiness is even more subjective. I mean, that's kind of vary wildly from person to person. Like wealth, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I could just say all of the above. I mean, I think I feel like I want to put an emphasis on basic goods like food and healthcare. I mean, I sort of I feel like if we had universal basic income, which gave everyone the most basic necessities, then I mean, it's the Maslow's pyramid of hierarchy of needs. You got that triangle, like the base of the pyramid is like most basic stuff of survival, like food and shelter, and then the higher levels of the pyramid are the things like friends and family and self-actualization or whatever it says. Like all the trying to find your purpose in life and all that. But you can't seek those higher goals until you've got the basics of survival. So like basic goods like food and healthcare, as long as you got that, then theoretically, hopefully, the others will fall into place. Well, I mean, certainly, like happiness, that's such a flighty thing to be looking for. I mean, it's sure everyone wants to be happy, but what's gonna make you happy? What's gonna make you fulfilled in life? That's gonna vary wildly from person to person. There's no way you can distribute an equal amount of happiness to people, like how would that, what would that even mean? But yeah, I mean, I sort of feel like basic goods like food and healthcare and liberty and rights are like the most important ones out of this list. I'm also tempted to say all of the above. I mean, heck, equal liberty and rights would be nice. I mean, there are certain people that do some pretty I mean, in the real world, there's certain people that do some pretty awful things and don't suffer any consequences for it. It'd be nice if if the law applied equally to them. I'm gonna go with basic goods like food and healthcare. Let's just, because that's at least a tangible thing that we can say can be shared. Like the rest of these, well, I mean, I guess wealth arguably also is a tangible thing, but like saying happiness, like how do you okay, like how do you measure those things out? Let's just say basic goods like food and healthcare. Interesting. Suppose you arrive in your utopia and find the people there to be incredibly lazy, and thus the volume of goods available to spread around is very meager. Being a hard worker, would you not complain that you deserve a bigger share of the goods than your lazy neighbor? If you were alone, you would enjoy the full benefits of your own endeavors. Yeah, that's the common, I'm gonna say conservative argument. People yeah, certain people, I'm typically in the conservative direction, tend to resent those who are on welfare or those who are who they perceive to be I'm going to say quote unquote leeching off society or whatever. They resent the fact that I'm working so hard. Why should they get money if they're not working hard? But yeah, that's it's I don't know, it's a difficult topic. Like how do you, like how we're talking about a society on a large scale, like with millions of people or whatever. Like how do you organize things? Like it does. Like I said, universal basic income, I feel like would be a huge benefit to a lot of people. It would be the most benefit to the most people, frankly. Like, poor people are becoming more and more numerous as the decades go by. Like it's like topical example, you hear about the murder of the the United Healthcare CEO. He's like a billionaire who's responsible for denying medical claims to people who need insurance claims, who need the insurance money, and it's likely that people have died or at least suffered as a result of his actions when he was alive, and there are a lot of people who are cheering on his death. And it's interesting because it's people from across the political spectrum, left and right, liberal and conservative, and just goes to show that people are pissed. People are getting increasingly angry about this. This what am I trying to say here? Like the wealth inequality and all that. And like people they're getting closer and closer to the poverty line, and they're suffering for it, and they see these billionaires, and one of them gets killed, and they're cheering it on. Like you think people are complaining about the lazy neighbor in this scenario here? Well, apparently they're also resentful of the rich people. So I don't know. Anyway. What are my options here? A lazy neighbor is unlucky the same way a physically disabled person is? I mean, it's one way of framing it. I would be wrong to assume I ever had a right to the product of my labor. I would still be free to make the most of the goods I did receive. Or you're right, the scheme is unreasonable. Yeah, this is difficult philosophical stuff. I mean, like stuff about the lazy neighbor is unlucky the same way a physically disabled person is, and it's like, oh boy. This opens up all kinds of philosophical questions about physically disabled people, like do they I'm sorry. I don't think I have enough blood sugar to carry on this slide of thought. Where do I even begin delving into this topic here? Man, no, I'm not. I don't know if I have enough I don't have enough spoons to tackle this. Referring to spoon theory. Um, uh, uh, where do I even begin tackling this? First of all, like, disclaimer, like, I don't claim to have, or at least I shouldn't claim to have all the answers. I'm just one guy on the internet who has opinions about things. Like, I can't deny that capitalism as a system it gives people incentive to do the work that makes society function. At the same time, it does seem cruel to build into the system this notion that you need money to buy the most basic necessity of survival, like food and shelter. So, like, you need to, basically society says you need to be productive, you need to be a productive member of society in order to have the right to live, basically. So then you get questions like, well, what about physically disabled people who may not be as able to be a quote-unquote productive member of society as an able-bodied person, and questioning, well, do they have the basically, to be blunt, I'd be asking if they have the right to live, and I mean, like I'd like to think so. I don't think right to live should be decided by solely by how productive they are to society, and again, it comes back to universal basic income, yada yada yada. But yeah, like there do exist people who would become resentful about working to provide the goods and services for people who aren't working. The thing is, our society as it exists right now, we have an overabundance. We have an overabundance of food. We have an overabundance of housing, but people don't have access to it because capitalism, because it's not profitable to make it available. I read a statistics somewhere that said there are more than twice, like it was an American statistic, in the U.S. there were more than twice the available housing, like empty housing, than there are homeless people. Like there's enough housing to house everybody, but people are homeless because it's not profitable to give them the housing for free. And similarly, food, like I've worked in retail. I don't, like, incomprehensible quantities of food get thrown out every day, like perfectly good food, for no reason except that's what's most profitable. Again, once again, the enemy is capitalism. I mean, again, I get why capitalism exists. It's just I feel like society could stand to be, or because capitalism is an inherently inefficient system. It is very wasteful. you know, I've heard people argue that it's you know, breeds innovation, yada yada yada, but it's just also very wasteful. You know, and people are homeless and starving, even though there's an overabundance of housing and food available that gets thrown away regularly, just because capitalism says it's not profitable. And people get resentful if we you know, help those poor or homeless people, you know. And that's why I say society would need to be rebuilt from the ground up, basically, because it's like we need to re-question what those values are, what our values as a society are in what makes a life worthy of living, who deserves to have the right to life. You know, deserves, such a lofty word. Yeah, sorry, this is my this is my brain running ahead of me, and like trying to like all the ideas are up here, and I'm trying to think how to put them into words. Words are hard. Try to express what I'm thinking and feeling about this, what my ideas are. And you know, and some nations of the world are you know, closer to that sort of ideal that they call it a utopia in this scenario here. But yeah, I don't know. But like I said, I don't know what the I don't know if there I don't know what the perfect solution is. I don't know if there is a perfect solution. Like maybe this distribution of, you know, equal goods and like food and healthcare, etc., becomes increasingly untenable the larger society we're talking about. You know, the larger the nation is, or nations. Maybe only smaller countries can get away with it. I don't know. Like a bigger a nation is, the more people there are involved, the more likely it is that some people slip through the cracks. And I don't know where I'm going with this now. Anyway. Referring to them as quote, incredibly lazy, unquote, seems like a judgment there in itself. Thus, the volume of goods available spread around is very meager. I mean, like I said, we throw out incomprehensible amounts of food daily. Like, okay, this is the classic argument against universal basic income. They said, oh, but if everyone had the basic necessities to survival without having to work for them, then nobody would work. Well, in that case, maybe those rich company owners could pay people more and give them an incentive to work. You know, like that criticism of like in the wake of the pandemic, like when a lot of people were locked down and so on, there was some criticisms floating around of, oh, nobody wants to work anymore. Well, you know, maybe if you paid them a better wage, they'd want to work. You know. What am I even trying to say here? Like you can pay people living wages and still be profitable. Like corporate greed is a big factor in all of this. Anyway, well, I'm rambling so much here. I should probably pick something here. I've been stuck on the screen for a while. So what do we got here? We got a lazy neighbor's unlucky the same way a physically disabled person is. That's such a weird comparison. A lazy neighbor is unlucky the same way a physically disabled person is. I mean, what kind of physical disability are we talking about? I mean, are we talking about something that someone's born with, or someone who's like crippled in an accident? Either way, presumably that's something we're talking about, a disability that the disabled person didn't have any control over getting. Like what are we defining? What does lazy mean in this context? What does that mean? Like, the implication is, if someone is lazy, quote unquote, they're choosing not to work. It sounds like a choice, not something that, you know, happened to someone against their will. So I'm confused by the wording of this question is what I'm saying. Like, how can these be compared? Like, lazy is a really loaded word to begin with. You know, it has all kinds of implications that come with it. Anyway, what are my other options here? I would be wrong to assume I ever had a right to the product of my labor. The unluckiness of a life background that would make you lazy now, maybe? I mean, hey, sure. That's one way to consider it, for sure. Ever had a right to the product of my labor? I would be wrong to assume I ever had a right to the product of my labor. I mean, maybe? Like, hey, like I said, I worked in retail. I worked an uncomfortable number of years in Walmart back in the day. It's not like I never got the product of my labor in that. I mean, I just got my hourly wage is just above minimum wage. That's all I got for that. It's kind of, it's tempting to say, oh, I probably worked harder than, some of the managers or the CEO or whatever, but then again, those are very different kinds of work. It's apple orange comparison, yada yada yada. But saying, saying I don't, having the right to the product of labor, like we don't get that now in our current capitalist system. So why would I expect to get that under a different system? I don't know. Anyway, I would still be free to make the most of the goods I did receive. I mean, sure. Okay, let's come back to the original question. Being a hard worker, would you not complain that you deserve a bigger share of the goods than your lazy neighbor? If you were alone, you would enjoy the full benefits of your own endeavors. I mean, that's it's part of living in society, really. I mean, the people who are better off helping out the people who are maybe less better off. Equals to the goods I did receive. You're right, the scheme is unreasonable. Anyway, okay, let's pick a thing. Let's move forward with this. I'd be wrong to assume I ever had a right to private labor. I would have. I mean, okay, there's a line that says, "I would be wrong to assume I ever had the right to private labor." Like I said, I mean, that's sort of how things are now already anyway. Like I don't get the products of my labor, but That doesn't mean it's right. I mean, okay. I guess I'm supposed to project myself into this situation. If I was in this situation, like, yeah, okay, let's imagine I'm working hard and feeling resentful that someone is not working hard but getting the benefit for my work anyway. Do I write them off as saying, oh well, it's just as if they're physically disabled, or would I write it off by saying, well, I don't have a right to my labor anyway, or would I write it off by saying, well, whatever, I still get my own goods, so who cares? And if we're assuming that we're trying to build a society where you know, everyone helps each other out, probably this one here, I would still be free to make the most of the goods I did receive. It's probably the closest. So let's go with that. Still be free to make the most of the goods I did receive. And suppose you discover another planet with billions of starving people. Will you extend to them the same generosity? What are these hypotheticals? What are these hypotheticals? What is this? What is this? Well, what if our planet explodes and everyone dies? What then? What then? I guess your philosophy looks pretty stupid then, huh? What if this hypothetical situation, which will never happen and can never happen, happens? What then? What if I step out the door and get hit by a car? What then? Like, what? You can come up with weird hypotheticals to the end of time. Like, what? What? Like, what is this? Billions of starving people will extend to them the same generosity. What? I need so much more information than what's given here. He's kind of proving you right going this far. I mean, yeah. If you say so. Just, like all of these questions here, like the person here, they're playing devil's advocate. They're trying to. I'm assuming that no matter what option I choose, they're going to try to poke holes in it. Like I get it. I get what they're doing. But when we get to hypotheticals like this is just silly. You know. What if we find another planet with billions of starving people? Like, I mean, I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we reach it. I mean, we have to figure out what's even plausible. Like, are we even able to get food to them? Like, I don't know. Considering the logistics of offloading food to another planet, like what? There's so many. I have so many questions in this hypothetical scenario. Like, do we? Are these people we know? Like, do we have some kind of treaty with them that we're obligated to help? I don't know. Like, I would sort of feel like another planet is kind of like another nation, only even more so. You know, like maybe they just sort out their own business. Like why are there the billions of starving people there? Like, are they just like really bad at organizing themselves? Like, did they overpopulate, or did they have some kind of famine, or like what? I don't know. I have so many questions. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm kind of leaning towards I would not, because it's like if I say I would, then you're just gonna create another hypothetical and say, okay, what if there are 2 planets with billions of starving people? Wait, what if there are 3 planets with billions of starving people? You know? What if there are an unlimited number of planets and all of them have billions of starving people? Are you gonna give food to all of them or something? Like something stupid hypothetical like that. You know, like it would. Is this such a stupid philosophical argument? I'm sorry. It's just, um, like, you know what I mean? Like, he's trying to present it like this is some kind of gotcha kind of argument. Like, your philosophy sounds so stupid now, but like, you can invent hypothetical, whatever. I'm gonna click my I would not and suffer whatever gotcha scorn he's gonna heap on me. Relieved to hear your magnanimity has some bounds. You know, there are shed loads of broken theories less ridiculous than the one you're chewing through. How about I give you a bit of space to consider them? Terminating support session error. Resume library archives session, question mark. I can say resume or exit. I'm gonna hit resume, I guess. Oh, and if the real world turns out to be everything you imagine, do me a favor and leave me here. What a jerk. What a jerk. I'm sorry. He's not fond of my utopia. Okay. Whatever. Anyway, okay. We spent far too long puzzling over that. Let's take another peek at this puzzle here. Is there something like super obvious that I'm missing? We got a cube. The cube lets me climb over this wall, grab a jammer, jam the force field, get the other cube, set the cube down here, grab the jammer back. Whoa, now we have a jammer. We be jamming. Or something. And get a connector. Can't go this way, the fan's blocking me. Oh well. But I can use this connector to connect the red emitter to the red receiver. And then I can use this jammer to open up this force field, get the cube back. So now I have 2 cubes, a connector, and a jammer. And from here I'm like, what do? Because, again, logically, like, this connector, like, I can connect the blue emitter to the receiver to make the fan blow, but I can't actually get there because as soon as I take the jammer to go through here, the connector's blocked. So I can't get the benefit of the fan. Like, presumably I need the fan to blow me over there. But it's like, I don't know, chicken and egg moment. Like, if I open this force field to make the fan go, I can't be on that side of the force field. But if I open this, then that beam is blocked. Can I, like... Yeah, I don't think I can get the connector on top of the cubes. And even if I could, I don't think it makes any difference. The force field is blocking the beam anyway. I'm still peeved by the comment, the snarky comment from that guy saying if you ever build this utopia, leave me out of it. Like, dude, I'm very limited in the options and in the like there are like 2 or 3 or 4 things to click on here. Like I can't exactly give a nuanced, detailed take on how the society should be organized. You know, like. I can position this such that it's opening both of these and then take the jammer back. I don't see how that would benefit me though. Because the main thing is I need the connector to be opening this one. Like, I need another connector is what I need. Because I can't have the connector have both a red and blue laser. Sorry, my viewer count went down to 2. Like, I think people hear more for my philosophical ranting than my actually trying to solve the puzzles and actually play the game. That's funny. Yeah, like without a second connector, I don't see how to do this. But I don't know, like maybe I'm supposed to solve this in the same way that like I solved the other thing by, you know, breaking the puzzle and figuring out how to climb over the wall or something. Like we got this like this fence here is just low enough for me to get over if I have a cube. Now that I look, there's a... Okay, let's take a closer look at that. Can I climb on top of this? I just noticed that the blue emitter is visible from there. Through the window. I don't... like... Yeah, I could have the connector here, but no, it still needs to, it needs to go through this window here. And again, I'm stuck with the same problem of I need 2 connectors. If there's a way to bring a second connector in here, that can make it work, but like... I could... Like, I can get a beam going from the other puzzle room. Like, there's a clear shot right through here, but it doesn't have line of sight with the spot I need to put the other connector. Yeah, this doesn't look right. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna give up on this one for now. Didn't find the star either. I don't even know where the star is located. Okay, so this section has the start of this new thing where I'm supposed to deal with. Hell. 3 hours into this stream. I'm wondering if I should wrap this up. Maybe I'll try one more time to see if I can see if I can. I'm gonna try one more time to do that Tetris piece puzzle in the other area. It's probably an anticlimactic way to. Oh right, I need to go up. Anticlimactic way to finish this thing, but. Kind of want to get it out of the way, really. Okay, we're going back into World A. Okay, so it's already broken, so I don't actually need to bring the axe with me a second time. Good to know. Keep that in mind for future. Yeah, but yeah, regarding the... Oh, don't tell me it's... Okay, no, it's... Okay, the connector is made available. But yeah, this person who's reading out these hypotheticals to me at the other end of this at the end of the this isn't gonna work. It does kind of raise the question in my mind of like, can they, you know, can they see what I see? Do they know that I have limited options in what I'm able to select? Doing this all wrong. What else is new? Yeah, I don't even know where to begin trying to solve these things. I mean, I'm putting the squiggly pieces in the corner because I'm like, I want to get rid of these first. That strategy doesn't seem to be working for me. It's just there are 10 pieces. You know, when it gets to this level of complexity, it's like I can't keep the whole thing in my head at once. It's like when I was working with smaller puzzles, it was easier. Yeah, I don't know. These make you go crazy. I know, right? Like I get like when it was smaller ones with like 5 or 6 pieces, then it's fine, fair enough. That's fairly simple. I was able to solve them in seconds. But when it's this level of complexity, and like I don't even know where to begin. I'm just putting pieces randomly, to be honest. I figure put the squiggly pieces in first because they're the hardest ones to fit in there. But that strategy does not seem to be working for me. Okay, what if I put a T block in first? Yeah, I don't know. just bend that line piece into an L block. This is after all that philosophical, theoretical, societal speculation discussion. I don't know. I don't know if this is any better. Darn it. Yeah, like it's not like I can just move one piece over and then now the square block fits. It's just like you have to reset. Like you can't just. Grr. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to begin with this. Yeah, I can put these here, but then it requires an L. And it's the L going the other way. No! How dare! I take that personally. Okay. Some of these, they feel like they come so close. So close, yeah. I was working on this at the start of today's stream, and I solved 2 of them, and there's still 2 more to go. And I was like, I need a break. Frankly, the 2 that I solved, mostly coincidence, I think. At least it has nice calming music playing as you're doing it. So that's something. Maybe I need to put the L blocks in sooner, or the line pieces in sooner. Where I need an L block. I keep getting this circumstance where I've got an L-shaped hole that, with only a line piece going in, which makes me, again, makes me wonder, like, maybe I should be just trying to fit the line pieces in sooner or something. Yeah, not gonna lie. I'm still fuming about that snarky comment. Oh, when you build your utopia, leave me out of it. Oh, screw you. It's just it's still like the whole hypothetical description was so dumb to begin with. It's just it's like I knew like before I clicked the object, I know it. He's gonna give some kind of snarky remark to this. I know he's gonna do it. It's like, don't you dare be snarky about it. And then he makes a snarky comment. It's like, damn it. You know? Again. The L-shaped hole with the line-shaped piece. What the heck? Hmm. But yeah, like I said, I mean, the that whole scenario with all the hypotheticals being lined up over and over again, it's pretty obvious. Like I can see the I can see the railway tracks. You know, it's basically prepared to take apart any suggestion you make. You know, like he's got hypotheticals lined up for no matter what you choose. He's gonna pick a hypothetical scenario which goes against it, and explains why it's not going to work. And the underlying message is there is no perfect way to organize society. Like, yeah, I get it. I get what you're saying. I'm not gonna. I can't claim to have a perfect solution for how to organize society. I mean, I have ideas, but I'm just one guy, you know. So it's like I can have the these things forming that shape there, but again, you've got to. Why does this keep coming up over and over again? L-shaped hole, line-shaped piece left over. It keeps happening. And I'm just... Yeah, like so many of these attempts are quote unquote so close. once again, for the third time, have an L-shape. L-shaped hole. L-shaped piece, but it's the wrong orientation of L-shape. How dare. How dare you do this to me? Your snarky comment in the philosophical discussion wasn't enough. You had to go rub it in like, your utopia is a failed plan, and also you're not good at Tetris puzzles. Or something like that. These squiggly pieces, they got like this opening here and an opening here. Like something has to go into those openings. And it can be like the end of the T block, or it can be another squiggly piece. Or if I can put an L-shaped block there, but then there's another opening for something to fit in. Darn it! I'm sorry, I'm laughing because I'm back up to 5 viewers again. No one wants to watch me try to solve the regular puzzles in the game, but they want to see me struggle and fail with this thing. It's uncanny though. Like I mean, not to keep harping on the number of viewers or anything. Well, like I said, that's what I'm doing. But it's like it actually is going up and down in relation to which puzzles I'm working on, and like and I don't know, the people are like, oh, you know, once again, the regular puzzles, the connectors and the jammers and the cubes and all that, they're ho-hum. Like, but the Tetris pieces, that's where it's at. This orientation with the two squigglies on the either side of the T, like I've tried that a few times and it didn't work any other times either. Why am I trying again? Yeah, this is just gonna leave me with again the L shape when I've got the line piece. Darn it. But yeah, the viewer also increased during the philosophical discussion too. So you might be giving my long rambly Tormuse tangent about the how to organize society. So I don't know, but like maybe it's just a sign that I don't actually know what don't actually know what people want. It is at least interesting information, I guess. Like maybe I need to do gosh darn it. Maybe I need to do some like just chatting streams, you know, that, and just ramble about whatever. Maybe I need to, you know, pick a topic and, or even have chat pick a topic and just, like, ramble on about whatever, um, philosophical quandary catches my eye or whatever, or whatever people might be interested in hearing me ramble about. I got a square piece in an L-shaped hole. Darn it! No. I don't know. I mean, part of it, like, I guess, you know, part of it is just generally me being too hard on myself. Like, oh no, what if I'm boring? But it's like, I mean, part of that is because you know, I'm autistic, and I've got this quickly shaped piece going through a square hole. Okay, but no, I'm kind of socially awkward to begin with, and you know, growing up with that mindset, it's sort of like it makes me hyper conscious of when I start rambling, and I go, oh no, like, what if I'm boring? What if I don't know, people aren't interested in what I'm rambling on about here? But I don't know. So, I've had people say that they like that best about my streams, that I ramble on about whatever topic. They like to hear the Tormuse tangents. So okay, hey, it's nice to hear that reassurance. Like maybe I need to capitalize on that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. You can fit there now. I tried this orientation before. It didn't work then. I don't really expect it to work this time. And once again, like, it's happened over and over and over again. I keep having this L-shaped hole with a line-shaped piece left over. Is this actually unsolvable? I mean, all the other ones are solvable. I'm presuming this one is solvable too. Yeah, I have given thought. I mean, I've mentioned before on my channel that I given thought to. Gosh darn it, like going through with the affiliate program, monetizing the channel. Like up till now, I've just been doing it for fun. I do periodically get people encouraging me to, sign up for the affiliate program, try monetizing it and stuff. Like, I'm doing the streaming anyway, might as well get something out of it. Like, yeah, why not? I was looking into that the other day. How does this keep happening? How do I keep ending up with the L-shaped hole with the line-shaped piece? And it's in a different place every heckin' single time. How does this keep happening? I don't know. Anyway, I was looking into it. I actually got to the point of actually looking at the actual affiliate agreement, actually. I didn't actually. This may make me sound ignorant. I didn't even know that Twitch was owned by Amazon. That was news to me while reading through the agreement. It was typical standard license agreement stuff. Nope. Yeah, I didn't finish going through that whole process, but at least I have a better idea what's involved in it now. So maybe I'll do that in the near future. Maybe I'll see some changes around the channel. I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I'm doing. Can't say I'm the best at planning these things out. Gosh darn. Okay. Maybe I should give up on this and come back to another day fresh. Yeah, I shouldn't leave the squigglies and T shapes to the end. Like, I don't even know where to begin planning this. Like if I was gonna try to plan out in advance how these things work, how these things fit together. Once again, for the gajillionth time. L-shaped hole, line-shaped piece. Now an L-shaped hole with a square-shaped piece? How does this work? Where do I even begin? I can lay that flat there. Like, these are the pieces which make bits stick out. So I want to get rid of them first. Then you've got this hole here that's like, well, what do I use to fill that? I don't have anything left with little bits sticking out to fill it with. So I can't use up all the squiggly bits all at once, I guess. Like maybe I should put L-shaped pieces or square-shaped pieces in first. Okay, maybe I'll take a moment and let's take a look at the other one. Whee! Maybe this one will be easier. It's got less squiggly pieces in it. That's got to count for something. Did I just solve that one in like 3 tries? Whereas the other one took me a gajillion times to fail? Holy heckin' crap, like... What's up with the wildly different... the wildly different difficulty? Anyway, there were 4 of these damn Tetris piece puzzles. I've solved 3 of them. There's just 1 left. Wasn't there a fan around here somewhere? This is the one that had the connector, right? So here's the connector. There's the emitter. The receiver is way the heck over there. You can see it from here. Do I have line of sight? So where was the fan again? I think the fan was under this thing here. Yeah, there it is. So I can hook up the fan. I've got this cube that can go in the pressure plate, so I can get over there, alright. I can freely get back and forth. Whee! And also, whee! But it's all moot unless I can open up this emitter. I can get back and forth, but this is the important bit. Once this emitter is available, then I can connect it up with this guy. And then I can actually get inside that thing there. But this puzzle here, this is confounding me. Maybe I should just look up a walkthrough. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, this like, yeah, I might be depriving myself of the satisfaction of solving it on my own, but it's like, is it worth it? Spending all this time trying to puzzle my way through this. And getting it to the point where there's this thing here, like... Once again, I've got an L-shaped hole. L-shaped hole, line-shaped piece. Not again! L-shaped hole, line-shaped piece. It happens over and over again. You know, screw this. I'm gonna look it up. Like, I'm not gonna get any. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna feel any satisfaction from getting this on my own because at this point I'm just putting pieces in random places. Talos Principle. What even search term do I use for this? Talos Principle. Messengers. Island A. The Tetris puzzle. Is all I need is a picture showing the pieces there. Is that the one there? Is it that one? That looks right, I think. There we go. Yeah, sorry if that feels like a cop-out or whatever. They're kind of repetitive and sometimes just like to do. Yeah, exactly. Like, this isn't even the kind of puzzle I'm here for, you know? Like, I find the, like, the puzzles involving, like, the connectors and cubes and all that stuff much more engaging. Okay, force field's open. But stuff like this touch feel, like it's like it's kind of random whether I make it or not, you know. Wee. Okay, well, got in the thing. Let's see what my reward is. There's a. Oh, it's one of the cancel things, but I can't actually see cancel this time. I guess seeking cancel only applies to when you're not in the messenger location. Man, the audio is really crackling all of a sudden. Oh, my viewers just spiked again. Should I expect something really interesting to happen? Is this another one? No. Okay, at least this one looks simpler. Like, this one's easy. What? I'm sorry, what? It's the body of a previous... Mercomic version... Wait, what? Version 99, 128, okay. Are you about to walk over here and use the cancel thing? Again, Um, Merkermick is someone from my Steam friends list who owns this game. Um, I suspect he won the game, and it's interesting that it used his name for this bit here. So, okay, I've got this little insignia at the bottom of the center of the screen with the little question mark, which I guess that means I can use the seek council option now. Wait, is that what this means? Like, I woke him up, so now he's able to answer me if I use one of those things. Whoa, what's this? Sellafield version 27. Without the words of Elohim in our hearts we are nothing. Azrael 19 verse 3:3. I shall remember the names of the dead in eternity. Israel woe. I shall bring knowledge and healing to the children of Elohim. Dude? Archel X verse 16. My counsel will guide the children of Elohim to glory. Uriel 4 version 48. I shall protect the Garden of Worlds in eternity. Made the Hall of Fame eat it. Again, the ones that say V99, I think these are actually people from my friends list. There's Merkermick there, including his Steam profile pic. Am I like, I don't know, this makes me uncomfortable. Am I doxing people by showing this? Like, I don't know. Like, you can look up on Steam the name Merkermick, you'll see that profile pic. You have to provide your own answers, but I will help you to see them where I can. I like this. Made the Hall of Fame eat it. Okay. Yeah, but these ones, the profile pics are just pictures of the machines. So I think these are like built into the original game. Same with that one and that one. Yeah, these are the only ones which are actually profile pics of people in the friends list. Okay, interesting. Okay, so what happens? Okay, now we have Merkermick there, lending his guidance and assistance. What happens if I hit the Seek Council button on that puzzle I was struggling with? And the fact that there's a 1 next to the question mark, does that mean like I can ask him for assistance once only and that's it? Like, would I be wasting it if I On the other hand, like the puzzle I was looking at, I don't see any logical way to do it, so screw it, I'm gonna put it to use. Like, it's... Okay, so I'm still in World A. What the heck? Let's go back to World C. Let's go back to the puzzle I was struggling with and hit the Seek Council button again and see if something different happens. Maybe that's a terrible mistake. I don't know. Like, maybe maybe there are going to be other puzzles which are even more difficult, and I should reserve. Like, if I can do the Seek Council thing once, maybe I should save that for another puzzle, which is even more difficult. But also, you have to weigh that against content. I need to. I want to try doing it to see what happens. You know, and the question why, the answer is to see what happens. All right, let's give this a shot. See cancel. Please, if anyone with any sensible idea, what? Sensible ideas can read this. I could really use some advice. And then it says, there aren't many of us left in this world. Be sure you really need our help before you proceed. Mark McCready 99. I am sure. Be sure you really need our help before you proceed. I mean, okay, hell. I'm feeling like maybe I shouldn't click I am sure yet then. As much as I say, oh, this seems logically impossible and all that. You know what? I'll come back to this. There's still other puzzles to try to solve, and like I said, maybe there are maybe there are others that are more challenging than this. Maybe there are others that are like, yeah, the answer is even less clear. Like maybe in the process of solving the others, I'll figure out that, oh hey, there's another thing that I could have done there. So I'm gonna what I'm saying is I'm gonna save the seek council thing for a last resort. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the stream now. It's been going on for almost 4 hours. I'm feeling burnt out at this point. This seems like a good time to leave off on, and I'm gonna see about who to raid. And Coder is still going, playing Persona 5 Royal. I was thinking of giving him a raid. Actually, there are a few people I could raid. Now that I look. And plus, I read code yesterday. Maybe I should read something different. But I'm also curious to know how his Persona 5 Royal game is going. So, yeah, screw it. I'm gonna raid him again. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. It's been interesting. It's yeah. Yeah. I haven't given up this. I'm gonna keep trying, even though I'm getting puzzles which I'm looking at and going like, this doesn't seem possible. There's still lots for me to check out. So I'll keep at it. And keep at puzzling through all this philosophy stuff too. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna raid code now. It's total genre change, going from a philosophical puzzle game to like an anime style RPG. But yeah, code's cool. Always happy to give him some support. And yeah, okay, that's enough rambling out of me. That's until next time.